Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again with another review. And today, I have the DJI Mini 3 Pro drone, and I'd like to give you a few reasons why I think this may be the perfect travel companion. Now, I'm not saying that your girlfriend or boyfriend or your husband or your wife aren't great travel companions as well. I'm sure they're nice people. But imagine having a private robot that you can take on vacation with you, put it up in the air, and have it capture some amazing pictures of you and your partner with that beautiful beach scene behind you. Or better yet, have that same robot automatically fly around you to give you a 360 view of the area, or fly away from you to reveal the area behind you. It's like having the ultimate selfie stick that can fly out 100 feet and capture some amazing footage. That's exactly what the Mini 3 Pro provides. Now, I know there's a lot of drones on the market, and I've flown a lot of them. But most of the other drones on the market are pretty complicated to get up in the air, and even more complicated to learn how to fly to capture that perfect shot. Well, the Mini 3 Pro is designed to be incredibly simple. It's the perfect drone for somebody that's never flown a drone before, and it's sophisticated enough that if you have flown a drone before, there are features in here you're going to really appreciate, and I'll get into those in a minute. But what I want to impress upon you is that you don't need a rocket science degree to fly this thing. You could essentially buy it at the airport, flip through the manual on the plane. When you land, spend 20 minutes, charge up the batteries, have it up in the air in a half an hour, and capture some amazing footage using the automated features. And you can immediately, through the software, share those with family and friends on your social media network. So it's an incredibly easy drone to fly, but don't let its size fool you because it's incredibly sophisticated as well. All right, so some of the things I love about the drone. Number one, the size. It's a 249-gram drone, which means it's incredibly light. And when you fold it up, it really is about the same size as a can of soda, so you can fit it in your bag. The one thing you don't want to do is buy a big drone that takes up a lot of space in your luggage, and all the accessories are big and heavy, and it's just a pain to bring it along. With this one, it's small enough where it's like having an extra sneaker in your bag, so slide it in your bag, you're good to go. I love the sophistication of it as well. There are a ton of safety features built in, so if you've never flown a drone before, I can promise you your biggest fear is you're going to put the drone up on vacation, and it's going to misbehave in the air. It's going to take off across the horizon, or it's going to fly this way, and you've lost control of it. This drone has a lot of safety features built in. For example, if you fly the drone too long and you're not paying attention to the battery levels, the drone knows that it needs enough energy to get back to where it took off. It's going to take control, fly back and land where it took off. If you lose connection with your controller, again, it's going to fly back where it took off and it's going to land. If you have any kind of wacky interference from things in the area, or it detects a problem with the drone, it's going to fly back and land where it took off. So it's protecting you in a lot of ways against yourself, but it's an incredibly smart drone. It also has crash avoidance. So if you're flying in areas where there's a lot of branches and bramble and other things like that, the drone's going to look at that area, and if it sees something that you're about to crash into, it's going to stop. It's going to warn you and say, hey, you're going to hit that branch if you keep going that direction. So it's really built for the basic flyer that hasn't flown a drone before, that doesn't want to crash a drone they just paid a lot of money for. It'll protect you against all those things. In addition to that, the whole point of bringing a drone on vacation is to capture great photos and great videos, right? And you don't want to put a drone up that has so-so camera. It has to have a good camera, very sophisticated camera. So this drone has a 1/1.3-inch sensor. That may not mean anything to you, but as far as specifications go, that's a very large sensor for a drone of this size. It can capture 48 megapixel pictures, and it records an astounding 4K at 60 frames a second video, which is pretty much the highest resolution in a drone today. Now, there are professional drones that'll shoot better video than that, but quite honestly, 4K video is about what you need. You don't even need 4K really for social media. 1080p is fine, but 4K means you're going to get unbelievably good pictures and video from up in the sky. It's almost like you've taken the best DSLR camera you can buy and tied it to a balloon and sent it up 100 feet in the air. And then with this one, you've got complete control over it. Now, the drone sold a couple of different ways. I don't want to confuse you too much, but you can buy it with a basic controller and use your phone or a tablet to fly. Or the one I like is the integrated controller. It's the DJI RC version, where it's actually got a display in the controller. So all you really need is the drone, a fully charged battery, in the controller. You can put it up in the air and be flying in like 2 minutes. So you have a choice of which controller you go with. It also has different styles of batteries. So you can buy it with the basic battery, which keeps the drone under 249 grams. The drone will fly an amazing 34 minutes with that basic battery. If you need a longer flight time, you can use the heavy duty battery, which is a little bit more powerful, and you can fly 42 minutes. So if you're out on the beach, 42 minutes of airtime gives you plenty of time to get you and your partner together in that perfect spot and get the drone positioned correctly and capture as much footage as you need. You can have a whole lot of fun with this drone. My favorite thing to do with it is it'll chase you. So you can actually zero in on a person and you can jog down the beach and it'll follow you down the beach or through the woods or whatever. And because it's got crash avoidance, it's not going to smack into anything. So it's an incredibly sophisticated drone and it's just a ton of fun to fly. I can't stress that enough because a vacation's a lot of fun, but we all know if you spend a week someplace, Right about the end of that week, you're going to get a little bored with, okay, we've been to the pool 12 times, we went to the beach 6 times, we ate at every restaurant within driving distance. I really need something to do. Well, this is what you're going to be doing. I promise you, you're going to have so much fun flying that drone and sending videos and photos to your family that it's just going to make the vacation for you. The last thing I'll mention is the price. Now, DJI makes a lot of different drones. They make very big, sophisticated drones. They make smaller drones than this one. I really think that the Mini 3 Pro is right in that sweet spot where it's not terribly expensive, but it gives you the features you're going to need, not just to use on vacation, but once you fly this on vacation, I promise you, you're going to get hooked on the hobby, and you're going to come home and want to put this thing up every chance you get. I know with myself, I can't drive 10 miles without seeing something and I think, I'm going to get a drone up over top of that and get a shot of that because that looks gorgeous from the sky. You're going to be affected by that as well. So it's a great little drone to take on vacation. But I think when you fly it a couple of times, it's going to become a hobby for you. And it's a great hobby to have because you can be outside in the fresh air and the sunshine with your family, take your kids out, take your wife out, and just have a ball finding locations where you can put a drone up and capture some amazing footage. So for all those reasons, I really think the Mini 3 Pro is absolutely the perfect companion. In addition to your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your husband, bring this along as the third person on vacation, and you're going to really appreciate the video and pictures you can take with it. So I hope you found this review helpful. I know it was a little silly, but I really love this drone, and I've had a ton of fun with it myself on vacation, and I think you'll have the same amount of fun. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, stay nerdy.